So it's been a little while, but how does it feel to walk away with all 3 points?
Yeah, important 3 points. It's horrific when you're not winning games of football. We haven't actually been playing that badly, and we've had a few games where we should have probably won, and we haven't. But we've had to grind it out. I didn't think we were very good first half at all, if I'm brutally honest today. Thought everything was a little bit slow, but I thought the second half we came out with much more of a purpose. I thought we caused them a few more problems. I thought Warren Harris was absolutely outstanding today. I know Lee Togwell got man of the match, but I'd say that Warren was an absolute standout today. But yeah, it's just a relief, because you just want to win games of football. And we sat down with Steve last night, and we had a chat obviously about the rest of the season, because we're not. Looks like you're not going to be getting in, in the playoffs and things like that. So, we need to be sensible now for the rest of the season. And, we'll blood one or two of the young lads. I thought both of them showed a bit of promise today. I thought Dan was unlucky not to score. And Francis, I thought, come on and showed a turn of pace. So they're the types of players that we'll look for, look at in forward positions. We're not. Obviously, we haven't had any problems defensively really this season, and we've got good midfield players. I mean, again, Dunny's on the bench today. It's probably a little bit harsh on him. So, but we'll mix it up now.
How important would these 3 points be going into the rest of the season then?
Yeah, no, I mean, you just don't want to be. I mean, we looked at the games coming up, and obviously Concord away. I think they've only lost one at home this season. You then go Billericay here, who are a very good side. Big budget side, and some big players in their team, and then Woking away. So you're looking at your next 3 games, thinking, got to try and get a win here today. But we did, and I thought we deserved it on the second half performance. Not so much first half, but second half definitely. And I thought we defended pretty well today as well. They didn't really cause us too many issues, not too many heart in the mouth type things, But yeah, just really, really pleased today.
Lee Togwell grabbed the important goal then. What can you say about his influence on the rest of the team?
Well, Lee's a massive part of not just the team, but the management team. He's a very good coach. He's taken on more and more responsibility this year, which obviously we've given him. And I think he's flourished. He's highly respected by all his peers, all his teammates, and he's just a genuinely nice guy, and that whatever he does, he's going to give you 110%. Sometimes that pass might not happen, but more often than not it does, and he's one of the first names on the team sheet, if I'm honest.
So Dan Roberts made his first start of the season then. Yeah. What's the plan for him going ahead?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Dan showed little bits of ability, and he's a young lad who's come into a side that hasn't been winning, and I thought he did some good things, and one or two things that he's probably got to work on. That's the whole idea as a young lad. What a great experience for him today. Between now and the end of the season, we'll work with Windsor. I know that they've got a cup semi-final next Saturday, which I know they're very keen for him to be involved in. We'll have a chat with Mickey regarding that, and because when we go to Concord, it's going to be a very, very different game. So we might do that, and then bring him back for the Billericay game. So between now and the end of the season, he's going to get plenty of experience with Windsor, with ourselves. It's his first season in senior football. He scored 30 plus goals, obviously 3 levels below, but he plays off the shoulder a little bit, and he got in 2 or 3 times today, and almost got his first goal for the club.
So Marty signed this week as well. What's the plans for him going forward?
Yeah, Francis is one that we're going to look at. He's one that Togs worked with at Fab Academy, and I think he was playing in the Combined County in the Hellenic League with Flackwell. And then got picked up by Birmingham. They gave him a 6-month pro contract. I used to play with Scott Bevan when I was younger, who's on the staff at Birmingham, and he rang me about him to say that he'd been let go, or hadn't had his contract renewed, and it'd be worth having a look at. And obviously with his connection with Togs, Togs had mentioned him already, so we thought we'll get him in, have a look at him. He's trained twice this week, and he's got a turn of pace, and he's quite a strong boy. But again, it's he needs experience, and maybe he can get a little bit of that with us. We'll wait and see. We're not committing to anything. We're not committing either way to anyone really. It's just a case of come in, do the right things, and you might get an opportunity.
So next Saturday then it's the tough fixture away at Concord. What's your thoughts going into that one?
Yeah, I mean, a really tough game. I think to date they've lost the one game at home all season in the league. Drawn a few. I think they've drawn 6. I think at home, and won the rest. So they're a strong side at home. In Alex Wall, they've got one of the best strikers in the league. He's up there in the goal scoring charts, and if it wasn't for injuries, he would have had a solid career in the Football League. Unfortunately, he's had some serious injuries which he's had to come back from, and he's done that this year. This is his first season back probably, where he's right on top of his game again, and that'll be difficult. We've got Guy Hollis to come back in. At the weekend, hopefully he hasn't picked up an injury today. He's gone and played 90 minutes for one of our friends at Badshot. So just to get him back moving, and we might need a little bit more physicality because they were a big strong side when we played them here, so we might just have to adapt ourselves a little bit.